Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing another Christmas update for this year, and it is going to be Oogie Boogie, the third most voted. The ones after this will be The Grinch and North from Rise of the Guardians. So yes, let us do this. So we are doing Oogie Boogie. And first up, we are going to do his traits / headcanons of what he would be like as a Yandere. And disclaimer. Disclaimer, Oogie Boogie is not Yandere in canon. This is just for fun, not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters is fine, as long as you separate fiction from reality, and are not gross about it. Yanderes and monsters like Oogie Boogie are not ideal partners to have in real life. If monsters like Oogie Boogie were real, Yanderes are still not ideal regardless of who or what they are. Now, let's do this. Oogie Boogie now, he is full of life and has a ton of personality. He is a man who loves a good gamble, but he does not play fair, obviously. He not afraid to put on a show or to get rid of someone. He loves you with all his heart, or oogie bugs. Ugh, just think of that. Still love you, Boogie. He loves you with all his heart and oogie bugs, and will do anything and everything to have you as his and his alone. He loves you. He loves to put on a show for you. Obviously, he does. He needs to perform for his darling. And will have you tied up more than likely when he does it. Ooh, kinky. Ooh la la. Just kidding, that's a joke. It's not kinky. Yeah, he would be the type of Yandere to kidnap you and tie you up, most likely. He would also be the type to be a bit flirty. Flirty. He loves flirting with you and getting you all flustered. Teasing you romantically is just so dang fun to him. He would have had someone to go and kidnap you for him. Probably the trio that kidnapped Santa Claus. Okay, can't see that. Disney will have my head. Anyways, he would do it himself, but he has better things to do, such as preparing his home for you to be his darling wife or husband or significant other. Whatever you go by, he doesn't care. He's supportive whatever way. He would be supportive every way, which is nice. And things happen to keep him busy with keeping the house, his lair / house ready for you. Once you are delivered to him, he is going to keep you there whether you like it or not, obviously. You are a prisoner in your own home now. You are his darling, and he is your Oogie Boogie man. He is all you need. So, why would you want to leave or want someone else? Keep the Santa Claus. That's all I'm going to sing because I don't want to get copyrighted. There we were. You are his darling, and he is your Oogie Boogie man. He is all you need. Yes, I read that. So why would you want to? Yes, I read that. He is a gambling man once again, and once again he does not play fair. So he would be able to make a bet with you where you could possibly win your freedom, but most likely you would be forced to stay and basically sign away your rights. Though he is going to cheat, of course. Of course he did. He does not play fair. Once you lose, you know you have signed your freedom over to him and that you are now his and his alone, trapped with the Oogie Boogie. Which, for me, wouldn't be that much of a downside. I mean, I love this man. Like, for one sec, for real, this was probably my first monster freaking kink, where I was like 5 years old and I was like, yes, I want Oogie Boogie very much. Yes. I was a weird child. Okay. I am like, monsters are gorgeous in fiction. If he was real, I'll probably gag. Yeah. Anyways, back to the video. and that trapped with Oogie Boogie. There, he would. That is the. That is when he would confess to you, telling you that you are now his and that you can never leave him. That he loves you with all his heart and you belong to him. If you tried to leave him, well, then you would very much be tied down until you learn to love him. Though, do not worry, he will be taking good care of you, of course, making you special batches of snake and spider stew. He very much is the type of yandere to deal with rivals by torturing them or ending them while he does a song and dance with it. Cause he's a gambling boogeyman and no, he don't play fair. He's going to make it clear to them that they crossed the wrong man, the wrong Oogie Boogie, that you are his and that they will pay for what they did or plan to do, even if they just so much just looked at you too long. And now the scenario. Yes, I am doing the scenario. The scenario is exclusively on YouTube. So if you read this elsewhere, you probably aren't going to hear this, but I'll have it written down that you can see the scenario, me reading it off, and on the YouTubes. Anyways, let's do this. You glared up at the man that had you tied down. You had tried to escape again, and he was getting very, very frustrated with you. When will you learn? He says, slamming his hands on either side of you, now on top of you. Get your head out of the gutter. It's not like that. It's not like that. He was tied you down. Not like that. Get your head out of the gutter. Anyways, he is so angry and he has his body. I gotta be careful with what I say. He hovers over you and just is trying to get eye level with you. Yes. You glare at him and spit at him in the face. He just looks down at you angry and he's like, "Fine, be like that. Let's see if how you feel without eating for a few days." He says and gets up off of you and decides to leave. He goes down to the living room. How he has a living room, I don't know. And sits in his chair sighing. It's been such a hard time getting you to learn to love him. And every time he thinks you do, it's a lie, and you just always try to escape. It is getting very old, very fast. He just wants you to love him, and he's even almost desperate enough to consider making a love potion. Though he knew that would not, he would have to be very careful on which love potion he choose, because he did not want to risk anyone else falling in love with you, and anyone else becoming obsessed with you, or anyone else, or you not being really in love with him. He wants to enhance the natural feelings of love, not make you put under a spell. He looks in the books, flipping through the pages. What one would work? What one would work? He mumbles to himself. Mumble, mumble, mumble. And he finally finds one, but it's a little complicated. He will have to work on getting the ingredients. He could easily put it in your snake and spider stew, and that way you would drink it without, because it was tasteless, so you wouldn't notice that it was there, and then you would be his. Finally, after all so long. He begins to look around the kitchen, goes to the kitchen, looks around the kitchen to see if he can find all the ingredients. He appears to have everything, which is a good thing, so he begins to make you some snake and spider stew. Of course, he is not going, he said he wouldn't feed you, so this will look a little suspicious, but he will force it down your throat, even if you do not want to eat it, because he does not care. He is at his wit's end and he needs to have you. Soon, darling, you will learn to love me, or I will make you, he says as he begins to cook the stew and the love potion at the same time. You will learn to love me, he snarls angrily that you tried to escape for the 19th time. He would make you love him now because his patience has run thin. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this, and if you would like to see more, I will have a playlist at the end. I have done Sally and Jack Skeleton from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Though Jack Skeleton does not have a scenario, I apologize. Anyways, if you would like to see more, check them out at the end of the video. I'll probably have them in my both recommended videos or a playlist of them if I make a playlist of them. I don't know. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. And if you would like to subscribe, or make sure you're still subscribed, because sometimes YouTube is a butt muncher and decides to unsubscribe people, just check below to make sure you're still subscribed if you love this content. Or don't feel like you have to subscribe if you don't want to. Honestly, 82% of you are not subscribed in the first place, so what's up with that? Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. And I hope that you all have a happy holidays. This will be edited today as soon as I'm done recording it. And then it will be posted today as well around 6 o'clock, hopefully. Eastern Standard Time, American time. So I don't know. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. And stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye-bye!